up, guys? It's your boy Eugene Smiles, and I'm back. I was scrolling through Twitter, and I seen where Mobo, which is a they have an award show and stuff like that, but they kind of tweeted out something about T-Pain saying basically Aaliyah's legacy is based on her dying. I kind of remember hearing T-Pain say something like this before, which I had to go back and do some research and kind of revisit the situation because I was kind of heated because like keep Aaliyah name out your mouth, bro. But and this all came from an interview. I think it was 2015. It was a mixtape he was working on. This was back when they were trying to do an Aaliyah X album. And they had some unused tracks and they were reaching out to people to do features. And apparently they reached out to T-Pain to do a feature on it. Why? He wasn't even hot in 2015, but I guess they were just trying not to spend a lot of money on it. And he basically did a trade off and he actually had some Aaliyah vocals on his mixtape, which was scrapped. How do you scrap a mixtape? I don't know. People scrap albums, but you scrap a mixtape. So it never came out, but this just made me want to revisit the Aaliyah conversation. I am a huge Aaliyah fan. I fell in love with that girl when I was yay high and watching TV and seeing the back and forth video. It was just something about her style, the swag of the song. I just love that song and I was pretty much in love with her ever since. I always thought she was a gorgeous girl. Even back then, when she was covered up with the glasses and the Scullies and all of that bandana, she was still gorgeous. And I literally stood hard for her. And this was before we even knew what stans were. We were just big fans of Aaliyah. And it's always interesting because when this tweet is flowing through Twitter now, even though it's old, it's somehow brought back up. And I'm seeing a lot of people that's like, well, he's right. If she didn't die, y'all wouldn't be talking about it. I'm just like, how fucking stupid are you guys? So I want to do a nice little video and kind of talk about how dumb that sounds. Let's first revisit Aaliyah. Aaliyah's first outing, she was a solo artist. Unknown solo artist. When she came out, I don't even think it was known that she was Gladys Knight's niece. She was unknown. Back and Forth came out. Back and Forth was a hit. It was a top 10 hit. So let's not act like Aaliyah was some flop ass artist that nobody knew of, she didn't have any fans until she died. Nah, bruh. At the time of Aaliyah's death, she had 3 successful albums. First album was platinum, almost reaching double platinum. Second album, 1 in a Million, was double platinum. And the Aaliyah album was already gold. Let's not play like Mama wasn't selling records. Let's not act like that. And just to revisit and just seen a lot of people saying, oh, I agree. Some of y'all weren't even alive when Aaliyah died. Some of y'all were babies when Aaliyah died. And for you to sit up here and try to discredit her entire career and say, oh, y'all only talk about her because she's dead. So if she was alive, y'all saying we weren't going to be talking about Aaliyah? Hello, Whitney Houston was talking about her whole life. Mariah was talking about her whole life. Shit, y'all still talking about Brandy and Monica. And they were out after Aaliyah. Yeah, Aaliyah was first. So let's not act like your fave was not, Aaliyah is not your fave's fave. Like, let's not. And I think another thing I want to revisit is stop comparing Aaliyah to Beyonce. That was another thing. They were like, y'all always trying to compare. I don't know if it's the B stands comparing Aaliyah to Beyonce or if it's the or if it's the Aaliyah stands comparing. Stop it. They're 2 totally different artists. Everything is totally different about them. Only thing that they have in common is that they're black females. That's it. Their sound, their music type, their voice, the way they dance, style, how they look, totally different. Totally different. Stop comparing them. And you can never, ever, ever compare somebody. You can't compare Beyonce to Aaliyah and Aaliyah to Beyonce. You know why? Because Beyonce was on the red carpet interviewing Aaliyah. When Aaliyah was a star, when Aaliyah had movies out, when Aaliyah had already had platinum records and hit songs, Beyonce was in a group called Destiny's Child, trying to get on that level that Aaliyah was on.
What's up? This is Beyonce on the red carpet with one of the hottest female artists out here, Miss Aaliyah. How you doing,
baby?
girl?
It's so good to see you again.
You too. She's just looking fabulous. What are you wearing tonight?
I'm wearing Gucci. Gucci shoes, Gucci. Got a little Indian jewelry working.
Oh, that is hot.
Thank
All right.
you.
Now, you've been working it with these movies. Were you nervous?
Very nervous, but I'm real happy. It's something I've wanted for a long time, so
Yes.
to finally make that transition, it's great.
You're doing another movie.
So you can't compare them. Just like y'all, you really couldn't compare Kim and Nicki when Nicki came out. You can't really compare Cardi and Nicki now that Cardi is out. Like, cut it out. You can't compare people that did not come out within the same couple years, within the same time. Everything is different. Stop comparing people. This shit is stupid. It's just dumb. Like, y'all comparing these people that weren't even out. You're comparing Lil' Kim to Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj was out in the digital era where you can go to your phone and download a song. Kim was out where you had to go to the store, get in your car, go to the store, or hey, mama, can you take me to Kmart or Walmart so I can buy the CD single for $2? It's a difference. We got to stop comparing people that are in two different generations, that are in two different eras. Like, cut it out. And then the whole thing with the Aaliyah and Beyonce thing, Beyonce, people are like, oh, well, Beyonce wouldn't be Beyonce without Aaliyah. Nigga, Beyonce was going to be Beyonce regardless. Hello, she was going to be Beyonce no matter what. Her father bred and raised her to be the star that she is today. She's going to be that regardless of who was in the industry. And guess what? More than one black female can succeed in the industry. Hello, we have Beyonce and we have Rihanna. They are both doing very well. Very well. They're both making hits. They're both selling records. They're great. And if you go back to the 90s, and this is why all you 90s babies who were either born in the 90s or the 2000 babies, y'all gotta do y'all research, bruh. Like, y'all don't be doing no research. Y'all just be talking out the side of y'all mouth. Like, in the 90s, there was multiple black female artists succeeding. There were multiple black female groups. There were multiple black female singers. There were multiple black female rappers. Can you believe that? What? Hello? And they weren't just out. They were producing hit songs. They were getting platinum records. They were winning awards. Do y'all know who the first female rapper to get a platinum record was? It wasn't Nicki Minaj. No, it wasn't. Do you know who the first female rapper to be nominated for a Grammy? It wasn't Nicki Minaj. Hello. There were so many people out. Foxy Brown, Kim, Da Brat, Missy Elliott, Eve came out. Trina came out in the 90s, like late 90s. Even going back before that, we had Salt and Pepper, Queen Latifah, MC Lyte, Roxanne Shante. Bruh, it's so many people that were out. Like, stop comparing them. But back to the Aaliyah thing, people are always trying to discredit, like, Aaliyah wasn't going to be anything now. First of all, she was drop dead gorgeous. You motherfuckers are sitting up here still praising people like Ashanti for being pretty, but ain't buying her records. So if Aaliyah wasn't even going to make any music anymore, she was going to be slaying Instagram off eyebrows alone. Because all y'all girls are drawing on y'all Aaliyah eyebrows. All of them. Aaliyah had 2018 eyebrows in 2001. In 2000. Like, bruh, cut it out. She's going to be slaying Instagram alone off of looks. And it was no surgery at all. No titties at all. She's going to be slaying that. And on top of that, she had 3 successful albums at the time of her death. She was going on tour. She was already she could perform at the VMAs. Like, she had shit lined up. And so her music career was going to be fine. She already was taking huge breaks between her music career, doing music when she wanted to do what? Movies. What? Movies. Let's not act like Romeo Must Die wasn't a hit movie. Let's not act like Queen of the Damned wasn't a hit movie. It was going to be a hit regardless of whether she was alive or not. But you know what? She did so well in Romeo Must Die that she got signed up for 2 Matrix sequels. She also was going to be signed up. She also was signed up for the Sparkle remake that was going to be produced by Whitney Houston. So if they, and you have to understand how the industry works. You have movies like Sparkle and Dreamgirls. If there was going to be a Sparkle remake, there wasn't going to be a Dreamgirl remake, at least not so close. And because the Sparkle remake had been shelved because of Aaliyah's death, and she was going to be in the title role, a studio grabbed Dreamgirls, was like, hey, we can make this Dreamgirls movie and have a huge cast. Because you see, Sparkle, though it had an okay cast, but it was kind of like, let's just go ahead and do this because we've had the rights and we haven't done anything with it. They were going to put money into Sparkle. Honey with Jessica Alba, that was going to be Aaliyah's movie. So Aaliyah had movies lined up, and there was other projects that she had lined up. So let's not act like she wasn't going to be anything, because a lot of artists, they come out, they have huge success in the music industry, and then they start to get these little roles. That happened with Jennifer Hudson. She got Dreamgirls, which was a huge role from her, but then she got the Sex and the City and some other things that didn't do as well. Ashanti had a few movie roles. Can you name them? Aaliyah had Romeo Must Die, Queen of the Damned, 2 Matrix sequels, Honey, and Sparkle. That was going to be 6 movies. And Hollywood was already falling in love with her. And she had a lot of great connections in Hollywood. So she was going to be good. To be honest, she probably would have not done another album for about 3 or 4 years because she would have been doing movies and other projects. And did you know she also turned down a role in Scary Movie? Let's not act like they weren't throwing roles at Aaliyah. So had Aaliyah still been alive, we would have still been talking about her. And people would have still been dressing up for her as Halloween. Hello? They still would be doing that because she was a staple for the 90s. Though her first album was a very New Jack Swing album that a lot of people was doing, that second album was totally different. It was pretty much crafted by Missy and Timbaland. The majority of it was. And that is a classic 90s album. And that she had the classic 90s look. And people are going to always associate that look with Aaliyah. So let's not act like nobody would be talking about Aaliyah if she was still alive and that her death is her legacy. No, the thing with that is, and I had to go back and read his interview, and I kind of understood what he was saying. He was basically saying because she died is why people are saying she's so great and nobody should have her vocals and this and that. Yeah, this is why Aaliyah was one of those artists who did not get her roses when she was here. She was the first of the 90s teenage trilogy of Aaliyah, Brandy, and Monica. She was the first of them. She came out, she had hits, but if you look at her career compared to theirs, she didn't have as much success when it came to transitioning over to the mainstream, when it came to having the awards. She didn't get Aaliyah didn't win an award, a televised award, definitely not until the VMAs when she won. She had the yellow and black kind of tiger stripe dress, and she had flew from Australia shooting Queen of the Damned with her brother in honor of the nominations, and she won Best Video from a Movie and Best Female Video for Try Again. That was the first time and only time that she has won an award on TV. And she's had hits. She's had classics. And I mean classics where she didn't necessarily have a video. Let's go back to I Don't Wanna off the Next Friday soundtrack. Hit. Play it now. You're going to sing it. So she didn't get her roses while she was here. She didn't get her flowers while she was here. And so when somebody that was 22, she had been in the industry since she was 14. So when somebody that's 22 that has had a successful career that Hollywood is starting to love right now, is getting all these roles, that's actually literally starting to have her career take off, dies, then people are going to always go back and revisit and be like, dang, she really was dope. Dang, she really was amazing. She really was a beautiful person. Because you can't say anything bad about Aaliyah. Anybody that you know I'm sorry, any celebrity that you've heard talk about Aaliyah, they can't say anything bad about her. What you gonna bring up the whole R. Kelly thing? She was a child, and that still allegedly happened. So you can't say anything bad about her. So she had a career that was already amazing from 94 to 2001, and she was gonna have a career after that. I doubt Aaliyah would have been a reality TV type of girl. She wasn't that. I really think Aaliyah's career would have mirrored that of kind of a J-Lo. Because at that time, and she was already a vet in the industry. And now she has movies and stuff lined up. She's acting. And if you watch Romeo Must Die, she did very well in Romeo Must Die. It wasn't that much different from what we think Aaliyah probably would have acted like. But seeing her in Queen of the Dam and seeing her completely transition into a whole different character. I mean, this bitch walked in the club, did a belly dance, and burned the whole club up and ate somebody's heart. Like, Aaliyah killed that role. So she was going to have an amazing career. So we're not going to act like she wasn't going to have a career. And if she was here now, y'all wouldn't be talking about it. That's a lie. That's a motherfucking lie. Because as I stated, she would have been slaying the gram and y'all would have still been, she probably would have had a makeup line. Hello, somebody. Because the bitch was bad. Aaliyah was bad. Hands down. Naturally bad. Hello, 90s. Bring that back. Let's bring back the natural beauty. Can we do that? Let's bring back the natural beauty. She was bad. She already had an amazing career. She already had crazy hits out the charts, crazy R&B hits. She was starting to really transition into into the mainstream pop. She had a lot of great relationships in the industry. And let's not forget, she was friends with Diddy. She didn't do no real business with Diddy, but she was friends with Diddy. And look at what Diddy was able to do with his career after Aaliyah's death. He had Making the Band. The Bad Boy blew up even more. She was still friends with Kim. And her team was Missy and Timbaland. Timbaland had a whole 5-6 years where he was producing everything and everything was a hit. Do you not think Aaliyah would have been a part of that? Hello? We could have possibly gotten an Aaliyah and Justin Timberlake collaboration. Aaliyah with the Neptunes. Like, it would have been crazy to have Missy and Aaliyah in the studio around Under Construction. Like, Aaliyah would have definitely had a career. So do your fucking research. Cut that conversation out. Stop comparing Aaliyah to Beyonce or anybody that came out in two different eras to them, because you honestly can't compare them. You can't, to be completely honest. And keep Aaliyah's name out your mouth if it's not going to be positive. If you're not going to be a positive person or say something that you like this or like that, keep her name out your mouth. This is somebody that trends every death anniversary and every birthday on Twitter. Twitter wasn't even around when Aaliyah died. So what is that saying? This is somebody that, and for T-Pain to say what he said, I don't hear nobody saying that they're inspired by T-Pain. I'd rather just say I'm inspired by Teddy Riley. I mean, he was doing auto-tune before that. And shit, George Clinton was doing it before that. So let's do our research. Your faves, love Aaliyah. Beyonce, Rihanna, Jhené Aiko, you want to go there? A-Marie, Brandy had an Aaliyah poster on her wall growing up. Monica, like, all your faves love her. And y'all can say what y'all want about her vocals, whatever, this, that, and the third. If they didn't like her vocals, they liked her music. If they didn't like the music, they liked her style, all three, her looks, all of that. So keep Aaliyah's name out your mouth. Hands down. I'm out. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I got more shit coming up. I actually got a whole background and backdrop. I ain't have time to put that up. I need to get this shit off my chest. And you see I got my Bricklayers jersey on. Yeah, that's it. I'm out. Peace.
Right now, it's hard to say what I want my legacy to be, you know, what I want people to say when I'm long gone. I want people to look at me as a full-on entertainer and a good person. So, you know, we'll talk a few years down the line and we'll see where my head is at then, but that's what I want for right now.